Recording now. So it's recording. What is the date today? 15th. Well,
it was 15th, yeah.
Okay, it's the 15th of August. First proper day at GamersHub.
At the GamersHub.
Okay.
It's
three. Thanks for pointing out.
it was full.
Huh?
I wish it was full. We started off doing not an awful lot.
Okay, down here and Vaughan. It's coming to the end of the 15th of August, the first day at Gamescom, and well, we've had quite a busy day.
Very busy day.
So first up, we went to, was it Paradox?
Yeah, well before that actually, I hit Metal Gear Rising.
Oh yes.
On the show floor. That was good. It was really good fun actually. You read all about it in the preview, obviously. So the tasty tidbits.
Yeah.
But no, it's quite surprising, like how you can pretty much cut anything like it says, and it still sticks to the whole idea, or not the core idea of cutting anything. Yet it still delivers a very fluid hack and slash kind of Bayonetta game, but it's its own beast. It's not like Bayonetta, you know, developed by Platinum.
Yeah. Even when the text is displayed in German.
Yeah, God, yeah, that was the worst part. I mean, I can't understand German very well at all.
No, neither can I.
Literally no words. So, trying to play a game that was driven by plot is pretty impossible.
Yeah.
Anyway, after that, we got a lovely chauffeur-driven taxi, I do believe.
Yes, we did.
To the Radisson, no, Hyatt Regency, actually. Hyatt Regency.
Oh, High Regency Hotel.
Hyatt Regency, and
Paradox.
the entire time Henry could only think about the hotel. How great that was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. We saw Cities in Motion 2.
Yeah.
Europa Universalis 4.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it. Empire. And Game of Dwarves.
Game of Dwarves, yes, they all look pretty, good.
Yeah, they did actually. I mean, without wanting to be rude, surprisingly good.
Yeah, I personally wasn't expecting it, but each game to their own, I think is really good.
Yeah, they're definitely
unique.
Some appeal more than others, but every single one will really appeal to the core audience what they're looking for.
Yeah.
It's literally gotten the exact essence of what everyone wants in that area. I mean, the game that genuinely surprised, the two games at least that genuinely really caught my attention was City of Motions 2 and Europa Universalis 4.
Yeah, same for me.
Because, I mean, well, Cities of Motion 2 satisfied my obsessive need to literally plan and organise things and get things working like clockwork and then deal with a problem. I love problems. It's literally the best part of SimCity 4 is dealing with traffic.
Dealing with the issues,
Then dealing with political systems. It's just like, oh man, this is great. Which kind of leads me into why Europa Universalis was great, because I like dealing with political systems.
Yeah, so. I mean, I like the fact that it's one of the only games that, you can actually explore the entire world and, colonise it type of thing. And that the monarchs and the characters actually affect the gameplay.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, it'll make it, each person who plays it will make it much more of a unique experience.
Yeah, well, the online sounds like pretty fantastic, and that you can pretty much destroy an entire empire. Ridiculous.
I think I was trying to play as Britain.
Just take everyone on. Although, to be honest, Britain didn't start doing that until the Industrial Revolution. Pre-industrial, but still.
Well, you're the expert in history.
Really appealed. Then Empire and Game of Dwarves. I mean, they're by no means bad games. They just didn't appeal to us as much.
Yeah.
We know that Henry really loved Empire, and he seems to be getting on really well with Game of Dwarves.
Yeah.
They're both, they're different beasts, but they're both kind of similar in the fact that they're about dungeon management, really.
Yeah, kind of.
Empire is much more strategical, but it ventures onto the sort of RPG essence by letting you go on raids.
Yeah.
And then you got the RTS side of things by building up big bases, and then tower defense kind of in the heroes coming in.
Yeah, that's true.
And Game of Dwarves is much more like your classic kind of, he even mentioned this himself, the guy we spoke to about Theme Hospital,
Yeah.
and those type of simulation games. We're building a little, I don't know what you call it. What do dwarves live in? Holes. I don't know.
Well,
Like a mine. Yeah, I suppose it was.
kind of like a mine sort of.
Basically, a big underground.
Yeah, big
place.
underground
Space.
place that they spend and live in, and
Yeah, so
you can obviously go up to the surface, but
yeah,
that wasn't really focused on too much.
yeah. I mean, every single game we saw was also pre-alpha. I think.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're months away from development, yet they're also really solid builds, and they're pretty impressive stuff. I mean, I think. Oh, actually, I'm not completely sure, but I know that Game of Dwarves and City in Motion 2 are both PC and Mac games.
Yeah.
Where we think Europa Universalis and Empire are just PC.
Yeah.
But,
Not completely sure.
yeah, I mean, it's not 100%. Most of them are coming out sort of 2013 as well, so they're still months away.
Yeah.
So after that, I went down and played some Borderlands 2, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, enjoyed that?
Yeah.
Still as fun as the first one?
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. It looks the same. It plays pretty much similarly. The only difference comes in the characters and
Weapons?
weapons training. I mean, the Teodori stuff. When you empty a clip, they're supposed to be so cheap and throwaway. You can throw them and they explode, and you can reload at different times. The amount of ammo you have inside it when you throw it corresponds to how much damage it does when it explodes.
Okay, yeah.
But in essence, in playing a demo, it's too hard to kind of really judge the different character classes because you don't have enough time to spend with them.
Yeah.
Even though you get points to level them up to make them how you want them to be, it's still a little bit awkward to do.
Yeah.
And as it was in German, once again, I had no idea what I was doing. So I was running around shooting things. But it was really good to play. I mean, you might as well go away and read a multiplayer preview, read it at Res, because gameplay and visual wise, it's no different from the build we played there, which is at the E3 build. So
Yeah, okay.
it'll be the same.
And so after that?
Van Helsing, I think.
Van Helsing, yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting game. You gave that a go?
I gave that a go.
So
If you watch me.
Yeah, that looked
I think.
looked interesting.
Yeah, I think people. I think it doesn't. Oh, I watched Finn play it afterwards. It doesn't look very interesting to play.
No, I didn't feel that it was, to be honest.
But it was alright. Actually playing it was alright. I mean, I don't think we played it on the Xbox. I don't think that's really the great ground for it.
No.
It felt. It kind of feels like Diablo in the sense that it's a turn-based RPG, but you still have to kind of tactically manage what you're doing in the space. It is only single player as far as I'm aware, and I think it would have just worked much better on PC. Really.
Yeah.
It felt clumsy in the Xbox because on the Xbox you have this instant. You pick it up the pad, and you feel that when you press a button, you want an instant reaction to happen.
Well, it just doesn't happen.
No, it's
It's
kind of,
like
you press it, and it's like, oh, now I'm going to attack, and then you wait for them, and then you attack, and it does damage, and it doesn't always hit.
Yeah.
And I understand the other. I mean, yeah, I think if I played it if I played it on the PC, I think I'd probably think more highly of it than I do currently. But I don't think badly of it. I mean, it's one of those games. If it's what you want out of a game, I think it would work well. People want Diablo 3 on consoles. Personally, I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
So you know.
True. Okay. Well, where do we go after that?
Wow. Yeah. Well, the less said about the PlayStation All Stars the better.
Yeah. Henry went to see. What was it? Bullet Run, Wizardry Online, and Dead Island. Whatever it's called.
Riptide.
Riptide.
You saw Bullet Run as well.
Which, yes, I did mention that. Which will be explained more in depth on the previews or
Yeah, definitely.
on the site.
The previews are the best place to go to really find out what we're doing. I did go to the Ubisoft press conference actually.
Yeah.
Which had a couple of worldwide exclusives apparently.
Okay.
It was pretty much all focused on the online area.
Yeah.
Obviously they've got that esports thing they're really pushing. But also pushing free to play. And I mean I'm not a big fan of free to play myself. and not browser games. But it looks like Ubisoft are doing the right thing rather than the wrong thing. Instead of going down like the Zynga route of, oh look, you've got this, you want more colours to write things? Or, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, that's what I paid. They offer differences, so you play like, for instance, Silent Hunter Online is coming out, which everyone knows about, right?
Yeah, okay.
And that's another FTP title. But it's, all the payments don't really make you better at the game. They just make things either go faster or they'll give you some extra customization stuff.
Yeah.
So you're not paying to win, especially in multiplayer sessions.
Yeah, okay.
But it uses the latest flash technology, so you've got 3D images through a periscope, and then to the side you've got your 2D strategic map. It's literally just like playing a Silent Hunter game, but online, through a browser, at any time. So you don't have to worry about your PC not meeting the requirements anymore, all that kind of stuff. Same thing happens with Anno, which is their worldwide announcement. So they're bringing the Anno series to browsers now.
Okay, cool.
Obviously that's a massively big popular franchise for Ubisoft.
Yeah.
So they're really glad to have that online through a browser. Again, it looks fantastic. It looks literally like you're playing a boxed version of the game through a browser. And apparently it's not a watered down game either. It's not deliberately made social, anything like that. So you don't, you can play with other people, deal with other people, but from what it sounds like, you don't have to. It's not like Farmville or I'm just slating Zynga here. It's the beer.
Yeah, blame the beer.
Blame the beer. And then I watched Shootmania Storm live on stage. Match, whatever. Ubisoft are really pushing esports. Again, I'm cynical because I'm just a bastard, but I just don't care about esports. I don't know how you feel.
No, I'm not really bothered.
It's just like, I don't know. It's one of those things where you want to find it interesting because I love games and I watch it and I want to find it interesting. But I'm literally just like, I'm watching someone play a game. I could be doing so many other things with my time right now. But needless to say, a guy called whose name is. A guy called Joe Miller came on stage, and he's like the shoutcaster, so he's pretty much a commentator.
Yeah.
But given a flashy name, because people have short attention spans or whatever.
Yeah.
So he came on, and he really did make the thing interesting, because if he wasn't there, it would just be like, I'm watching people play a game.
Yeah.
But with him, he sort of roused the crowd up. I think everyone else in the kind of conference was a bit like, what the fuck are we watching? But then after like one person did a couple of kills, there's some impressive gameplay. Their field players can really play their game. They know what they're doing. So yeah, it was interesting to watch, and then people start clapping and getting into it. But I don't know how it's going to really sell. If that makes sense. I don't think that's anything against Shootmania Storm. I think Shootmania Storm actually looks pretty fantastic to play, and I think a lot of people will play it. I don't know how many people are going to watch it, which is what they're trying to sell it for.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. They've sort of been in beta for months, and apparently they've made over 20,000 maps, custom maps have been made. They've already had 30. They already had 30 online and offline tournaments around the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's clearly a market. People want to watch it, people want to play it. But they say it's getting to the point where people want to watch it like a proper sport, and I don't know if it's quite that way.
I wouldn't.
No, definitely same.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You played Black Ops 2.
I did, yes.
How did you find that?
Well, I'm cynical. You'll probably pick up on that quite quickly if you keep watching these. I was surprised. I was pleasantly so. Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
It worked out. I played a 6v6 match and a 4 teams of 3 match. The 6v6 was a map set in LA called like Aftermath, and it was called Hardpoint mode. I don't know if Hardpoint's new or not.
I haven't heard of it before.
Yeah, I mean I haven't played Call of Duty since
Modern
Modern
Warfare
Warfare 2, so you know, says a lot.
Well, personally, I haven't heard of it before. So what
Hardpoint pretty much is King of the Hill.
Okay.
It's like I was like, okay, I'm playing King of the Hill, but the point moves continually, and you have to have at least one person in there to capture the point, and then if you're there when the time ends, you've got that point, and the point moves to a different place.
Okay.
People come in, they try and attack you, take them out.
Yeah.
It's all intents and purposes King of the Hill.
Aesthetically, did it look pretty much the same, with maybe a few tweaks?
As I say, I've not played it since 2, so it looked better than 2 did. I couldn't say anything better than Modern Warfare 3 did.
Yeah, I mean, personally, it did look better than it used to be, but I don't know whether it was just the displays it was being
I mean, I was
used on.
at 7 inches from the screen, to the point where I had to move my head physically to look at a map, which makes it feel like it's too close. It looked a little rough around the edges, textures, very nice. Just like rounding of corners, sort of doorways, jaggedness.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite hard to make them completely smooth.
Yeah.
But I think it could be partly down to downgraded visual quality to play online. So, even though it's system link, might play. All that jazz, really. But again, there'll be a preview.
Yeah.
Preview.
I gave Doom 3 a quick go.
Oh really? How did you go on that?
It was fun. The only problem I had with it would be the 3D. Personally, I found it a lot easier playing without the glasses, even though the 3D effects are still there. Playing with it on, I just didn't find it pleasing at all.
Yeah.
Confused me a little bit and made me feel a bit kind of
Oh really?
off. I didn't like it at all. But apart from that, it was a really fun game, and I would recommend it definitely. Also, I think was it Dishonored.
Yes.
Dishonored was fun. The amount of different ways you kill people and the different powers you can have definitely made it creative in the way you killed certain people. Short on that. Yeah, that's definitely a game to have a look at.
Because it's got the art director from Half-Life 2 in it. People they were taking the work from Bioshock 2 as well.
Alright.
So it looks.
Yeah, I mean
It's got good background pedigree to it.
Yeah, it's a good game. Had a look at Arma 3. That looked good. Graphics have improved dramatically, even though it's using the same engine, with now new underwater combat, shooting at each other. That's added a new element to the game, and still the maps are as huge as they have been before.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, it does look pretty amazing. Yeah.
Impressive. Because that was in between time when I was running around doing stuff.
Yeah, we will hopefully record a video of it if they let us. Soon.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was behind doors, wasn't it?
Oh,
A few doors, yeah.
I wouldn't call it doors as such, it was just kind of...
Was it on a boxed room? Or?
It wasn't a room, there was no massive walls, it was just...
Okay.
The screens were probably about...
Were they facing
just above eye level. Both sides
Yeah.
facing.
Right. So
I don't know, I'm not sure if we can get... Hopefully we can get video content on
Yeah,
it.
if you can see it from the floor, you can.
No.
Can't see it from the floor.
No, I wasn't saying that's that. Some of the other games that me and Finn wanted to video, which were floor facing.
Like Mist of Pandera wasn't one of them.
Yes, we weren't allowed to record.
Just do it from a distance.
Even though you could do it from a distance.
Do it from a distance and zoom in. Just do it. Do it tomorrow. Stand there, zoom in.
Yeah.
This is Mist of Pandera. Do a whole what's his name? Michael Palin. Do a Michael Palin documentary on Mist of Pandera. This is Mist of Pandera. Go.
What else? The anything else you done?
I played Primal Carnage as well.
Yes, how did you find that?
Surprisingly enjoyable as well.
Yeah?
Just, I say surprisingly, again, makes it sound like I'm just dragging the thing. It was just I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
And so you kind of go in thinking, what am I going to play? Oh my god. When you hear the premise of it's dinosaurs versus humans, my initial thought was, that sounds awesome. And then I was like, how does that work? It just seemed like it'd be too unbalanced.
Yeah.
But from the sounds of things, they've taken on that Left 4 Dead style of alternating between, like exactly,
Switching.
so yeah, you switch
Yeah,
teams.
yeah.
So once you have one round, you then move on to the second round, and everyone switches sides. So it's an even playing ground because the points count across both. So you know,
Okay, yeah.
it's an average of how you've done overall. So that sounds great. And each of the, I mean, again, I've got so many notes on it. It's going to be a really in-depth preview, but it looks like a title to watch. I mean, they've really gone about getting in deep with their community and getting feedback from all their beta testers to make the changes to improve the game. So they're really community-focused developers. So it looks like they want to please. So I think
that's good. Yeah.
it's a title to look out for. I don't think it's going to be a smash hit, but I don't think it's going to be a smash hit either. I think they want it to be a game that everyone enjoys and wants to go and play.
Yeah.
I think it's worthwhile to do that.
Okay.
Other than that, just got drunk, so that was good.
Yeah, went to the Paradox party, beer party,
Yeah.
which is reasonably good, apart from one of our, colleagues lost his phone, which hopefully we will find tomorrow at some point.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully in the next video we will be talking about a secret video game that hasn't been revealed by
Deep Silver.
Deep Silver.
The same people that brought you Dead Island, Risen, 2,
Yeah.
and Dark.
Yeah. Okay, so hopefully that'll be interesting.
Should be good. We've got a really good schedule tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it.